I'm Maureen, and I'm a change junkie. I admit it, I'm hooked. I'm hooked on leading change. I love getting people to try new ways of work. And I feel like tonight, I'm with my people. This is my tribe. If there was ever a group of people who would be like a support group for a change junkie, I think it would be all of you. So on the count of 3, I'd love you to give me a good old support group. Hello, Maureen. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was awesome and right on time. So this little pamphlet is the inspiration for my talk. When I first read it, it was about 10 years ago, what I realized was what I really get jazzed about is helping people prepare for the future and new ways of working. And so that's the core of what I do, and I have a front row seat for transformation and what gets in the way. And unfortunately, one of the biggest roadblocks we have is leadership. As you heard in Mimi's opening, that we are not keeping pace with technology, right? Leadership is what's getting in the way. And you know, the digital world requires an entirely different type of leader than we have been trained to be, that we're accustomed to, right? So my message tonight to all of you is to go disrupt yourself, all right? We're not, the rest of this conversation is not some vague academic conversation about leadership. We're talking about you and me and who we are, how we show up for our teams, and what we need to do differently to colonize the future. So, like all good support groups, we have a step model here, and it's called LEAD, L-E-A-D. We're going to go through each one. First, as leaders, we need to let go. I've heard it already tonight. Let go of control. Let go of needing to own the resources that are going to make it happen. You need to let go of really having a clear understanding of what might happen, right? Also something echoed already is that you can't tell people what to do anymore. If you have not mastered the art of empowering employees, now's the time to get on it. And that extends even past your employees to our networks, the informal and formal networks we all have, and using those. Next, experimentation. When was the last time you took a risk? If I ask, or tried something new, if I talked to your employees, would they tell me that you have set up an environment where it's A-okay to fail? You know, years and decades of the goodness of quality and effectiveness and efficiency really has taken a bit of a toll on us that we're afraid to get messy. So leaders need to put that back into our culture by celebrating failure. Activate. If not you, who is going to trigger your employees, to turn them on, to spark them? In a disruptive world, we need leaders that can anticipate what's going to happen and then sound the bell, let their employees know. Following that, really get them into an understanding of what it means for them and what they might need to do. And finally, mobilize them into action that actually sticks. This is my favorite one. This is my time where I get to take a break here. Drink. Everybody raise your glass. D is for drink. No. Wouldn't that be nice? That if one of our steps was drink, that would be leading into the past instead of leading into the future. No. D is actually for developing guardrails. You know, linear strategy does not work in a disruptive world. Success means that we need and our employees need to be able to sense and respond quickly. And guardrails establish the space for our employees to be able to move forward with speed and confidence. So that's what guardrails are all about. Develop well, they're signals to us all that something is going wrong, right, or off track. And they're safety when you're inside. Think of those road bumps, boom, 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 boom. So what I love for tonight is if everyone from here just went out with one thing they're going to do with this model, or with something else that they hear from the great speakers here tonight. So to just recap a little bit, some things you might be able to do to move forward yourself and your team. Just identify one thing to stop doing, whether it's something that you do personally or something your team does, and be bold. Pick something that you think no one else can do but you. We all know we have those. Experiment, share some lessons learned from a personal failure with your team. Activate, this is a personal favorite. Weave some new collaboration strategies into the way your team works. Or just discuss the, what ifs. Take a couple of minutes at your next team meeting and talk about what ifs. Those are the kind of things that let employees really understand their guardrails. So with that, I hope you all have a great night, and together we'll go out and see you tomorrow.